Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tenez the Human, and welcome back to our Rome Remastered Rebels campaign. And you join us in Greece, where the Macedonian force has been hanging around for just a little bit too long. And I think at this point we're going to have to take them out. So, yeah, I've not really been looking forward to this battle, because as we saw last time, like cavalry, pretty much just tears apart phalanxes, even when it's proper hoplites, and it was only pathetic equites. We've got light lancers against militia hoplites. So, yeah, we've got to hope for the best here. We do have 3 units of proper hoplites, so hopefully they'll be able to do the job. Some Cretan archers giving us the range advantage, if nothing else. Now, we do have some spies over in Termon and in Larissa. A couple of generals there to deal with. Now, the year 263, yeah, so they should have plague over here by this point, which hopefully means that their reinforcements are going to be lacking, or at the very least, diseased. Of course, last time we also got Eretium under siege. A lot of the forces did manage to withdraw, but we did take out a few units outside the city. Would I want them to come and attack? Probably not, but I reckon we can do it if we head into the city. We'll probably have enough left over to finish off Segesta, but at that point we'd be looking a little bit weak, I imagine. A few reinforcements popped up, but probably not enough to hold off the Brutii attacks that will soon be coming our way, but at the very least we can take out the Judii. Then it's not the end of the world if we lose a little bit of the gains in the meantime. But of course, the main thing that happened last time was the victory over the Britons. Indeed, we gained ourselves a couple generals. We have Calpurnius over here, and more importantly, we have Gunfoy with the Druid. This guy could be very important for us going forward. Our men, of course, and our boats will be heading further south, and we're going to try and storm our way to Italy to, well, if we can hold out that long, then these reinforcements will arrive. If we can't hold out that long, then, well, it's sort of a second burst, I suppose. But, yes, things are looking positive up here. Obviously, the problem with the barbarian lands is that we can't get any more troops apart from those that pop up. So, in some ways we're better off kind of just carving our way through best we can. We might just take out the ghouls on our way through, but, try not to get too bogged down, because obviously once they're rebel, we don't get the troops pop out there and can't train them, then they just become potentially very weak, which is why a lot of this in the north here was giving up early doors. Nonetheless, opportunities are now starting to come together for us, and I'm not quite sure where I want these men to be, but yeah, we've got some forces over here, some more over by Susa, I remember seeing, yes. This is a very rebellious little territory, so we're going to gather those, send them over in this direction, maybe just join those together in time. And over in Petra, I did send my little peasant scouts out to try and spot the Egyptians. There is a general here, but the banner suggests it's pretty much a broken force from a previous affair, so I'm just going to withdraw over to here. Might as well try and keep this guy alive, if at all possible. Anyway, let's head over to Greece, because we do need to go and take on these chaps. I can't really hold out against this any longer. Let's just get into battle. They do have some levy pikemen who I always feel like aren't that good. I mean, there's a lot of them, but yeah, the morale's still pretty poor. So, oh well, we'll see how they do. And I'm not really looking forward to this. If they're sensible with their cav and get around us, we could be in trouble. It might be a box formation kind of affair. As you might well expect, I'm very much in my hedgehog formation here today, and I'm going to try and sneak up the hill, because sadly at the moment they are the ones who have it. We're going to be a little bit careful, because obviously the game decides to make you run rather than simply walk, and that is always going to cause us problems. Honestly, I know that isn't unique to Rome Remastered, but it is completely counterintuitive. I want to double click to say run. I don't need a normal click to be run. I want to conserve my energy for attacking. Obviously, if I attack, I want to tell them, no. Obviously, if I attack, then I want them to be running. Yes, absolutely. But otherwise, it's just a little bit ludicrous. Right, all of you, run into position at this point. Get yourselves not quite in the position I'd like to be in just yet, but if they're going to come towards... Where are you going? God only knows what they're doing, right? So just continue to try and wander along. We'll walk into position, and hopefully they're not going to charge us before we're ready. But, yeah, they're just getting a bit wonked here or there, aren't they? Right, archers, you're going to have to go on to fire at this point, because it looks like they're coming in. Not really where I want the spikes, to be honest. If you're by the red wall of doom, they're going to get us trapped by the red wall of doom. I might as well put these guys in behind at this point. So I guess we'll do that. Okay, and you guys just extend to the red wall. Okay, well, I guess we're doing that. That's then broken. That's good. Cretan archers, can you get those? Peltas, just stop. Do not leave the area, please. Hold back your arrows. We don't need to waste them on those pathetic little lads there. Okay, so for the time being, we've got ourselves more of a horseshoe than anything else at this point. We'll use a bit of fire, actually. I wouldn't mind a bit of breaking morale on these guys. Flaming arrows ahoy! And, okay, we're into actual battle at this point. The javelins, to be honest, aren't exactly going to do an awful lot for very long because we're going to run out of them. They're broken. Okay. A few javelins in the back would be quite nice. So at this point, let's just start throwing a few javelins in. Would be the worst idea. Are they withdrawing? Why would they withdraw? They've got such the advantage in this battle. Absolutely ludicrous. Oh well, Cretan archers, do as much as you can to this unit. We'll take out what we can. I really don't want to turn around and get too involved in this because they've got all the cavalry in the world. If they want to turn back around and fight, yeah, they are going to slaughter us. So I'm not going to get myself caught into anything silly. We're going to hang around here and we're not going to get caught up in their old Parthian tactics here. So they are indeed turning back. The game continues. We've ended up in a little bit more of a cheese than I wanted to here, but yeah, we're just a little bit stuck with the position of this hill. I just want to get around, but every time I start wandering, they start running once again. So we've got these 48 peltas just lobbing in their javelins. They'll break them pretty much immediately. My Cretan should be shooting at their peltas just to make sure that they aren't annoying me too much. Go on to fire at will, because we can hit those guys in the back as much as possible. You guys just halt, do what you like, but don't run after them. Good news indeed. Our infantry should definitely go on guard mode. And at this point, are they going to withdraw properly this time? I don't know. But to be honest, whilst we're in range, you might as well keep the archers where they are. Are they coming back? They are indeed. Officially, the day is ours. Captain Aristarchus took out 190 men. Honestly, not an awful lot happened there. But a few hoplites got poked as they approached us. But we got a few kills, many of the Cretans, of course. So we'll take it. It's something, I suppose. With that dealt with, then it's time to end our turn, and with that comes an assault on Jerusalem. Yeah, sadly after last time, this is looking very weak indeed, but you never know on the plaza. At least get our men to hold this time, for Pete's sake. Arab cavalry, maybe we'll get them round the back. Cause a little bit of awkwardness, so we'll see what we can do, but I fear we might have lost this one. Sadly, our town is far too pathetic to have any good towers at the front, which is really a shame, because with this number of troops attacking, that could actually make a significant difference. Nonetheless, we'll see what we can do here. We're going to get our men. You know what? Let's just charge them straight in. Let's just see what we can do. These guys are not going to achieve much else anyway. Just see if we can take on these guys. Their chariots are a bit too close for my liking, but honestly, any damage we can do now, I will happily take before it all goes wrong a little bit later. So these bowmen, I mean, we're just fleeing to bowmen. It's embarrassing, really, isn't it? Oh, well, at the very least, our archers will do a tiny bit of damage as these guys come into battle. Maybe we can lead some of them towards towers. That wouldn't be the worst idea, but they're only camels, so they're not going to get very far, are they? No, they're not. That guy got shot in the back by fire, which, you know, yeah, they're so slow. They don't even get anywhere. Oh, well. Here they come then, just 2 units of pajama men to take on the entire Egyptian force here. A few archers in support, but honestly, it's not really going to be enough, is it? No, I very much don't think so. So hopefully we can get an odd break here or there. I've got these guys around the side, only at the moment because, you know, it's hoping to distract the chariots. The bowmen are actually going around to them, which is interesting. The more we can get these guys separated, the better. These guys are only steady, so let's just charge these guys in while we get a moment to sandwich. Charge! Can we get a break? There you go. No. Oh, they're broken! Yay! Break, 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 break. Get another break. We've got another break! Yeah, well done. In comes the chariots, which isn't so good. You can have to get yourself back onto the plaza properly. There's no way you can do this if you're not in position. Yeah, get on top of them. Get on top of them. No need to take them on off the plaza. That's not going to end very well for us. Now, archers. Archers, archers, archers. Shoot back to those Nubian spearmen. These guys over here, what are those bowmen doing? They're not doing anything right now. Okay. See what we can do. See if we can just get around to them. Cause them a little bit of a poke. I don't think we're going to do too well here, but if we can kill the general, we might just have a chance. There we go. There he goes. With that, we might well have a big break on our hands. Come on. Okay, that is the start we want. Get yourself back over here, my good sirs. They have failed, haven't they? They failed miserably, I suspect. Steady. Get yourself out of there, lads. Yeah, they're getting themselves out of there. Don't worry, they're out of cav. Of course, they're getting themselves out of there. It's a very rainy day here in Jerusalem. Actually, when I cleared out the Numidians in Dimity at the start, just before I started recording, yeah, it was a torrential rainstorm in the middle of the desert. Not quite sure how that happened. We are clearing them out here, by the way. There are a few men in the background. I don't know what they're doing. Are they bowmen? Yeah, they're firing missiles. It's just the one man, actually. So no issues with any of that nonsense. They're over here. Arab Cav, you're fleeing. Can you flee into these guys? I don't think they can. Okay. I don't really know what's happening right now, but we're going to shoot in at those. Are these... Wow, they're 79 Nubian spearmen. We've got to be careful about them. We've got to be careful, very, very careful about those chappies. But yeah, archers, get yourself back over here. Let's reorganise. Right now we've got the advantage where they are very, very dispersed indeed. Although we are just going to have to be a little bit careful about our positioning here. Now, they are wavering. Get these guys into position. Charge! And that should pretty much break them before they even begin. Good, that's another unit down. These guys are getting shot. Archers. Oh, that's the chariot archers. I don't like those guys. Try and shoot them as much as possible. They're coming around the corner now. So they're going to disrupt their own men, which is something, I suppose. We're going to get our East Infantry over here because it looks like this way is fairly empty at this point. A few bowmen, not a lot else. Lay as much fire as we can. We need to get ourselves over on this side of the plaza. It's still very much in the balance, this, but we definitely have the morale advantage at this point. The morale is definitely on our side, although there are some bowmen shooting us in the back at this point. Need to be a little bit careful about them. So, what are they doing? They are wavering. They're still at 30. There's way too many of them for my liking. But, it's another break. That means that they're only steady. Archers, can you... please just lay some fire arrows on them. See what you can do at this point. These guys are going to start hitting our infantry. Come on, someone just poke it. Right there. They're right there. Get on top. Get on top. Get a charge. The charge hopefully will do the job at this point. We'll break them down. That'll pull them in. And at that point, we should have the battle we're looking for with them. Come on. Break, 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 break. Break them. So these chariots are the biggest problem. There we are. We got the break. We've broken the chariots. We might just hold this with about 30 men left. Oh, dear. They are shaking. We're firing missiles in. They're firing missiles in. I need all of them to just break at once, please. Ah, get yourselves over. All right, just run. Run, 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 and turn around and charge. I'm having a bit of a fire arrow fight over here, and it's fairly even, unfortunately. Come on, break them. We need them all gone. Get this general dealt with. He just needs to go. I mean, we've already killed him, but we just need to, like, clear him out as much as possible. What else have we got? Not a lot. Not a lot left. Is it just these Nubian spearmen? I reckon we've got virtually nothing left to kill. Take out those Nubian spearmen. They're broken as well. Right, one of you, just keep following them. You stay on the plaza. You charge them down. I reckon... Is that the last? They're still fighting. Still some peasants over there. Okay. They're not broken yet, but we're just going to see if we can break them. This is our captain. They're wavering. We're on eager. Come on, break them. They're broken. Good. Good, 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 good. Right, it's just a matter now. I don't think they have enough to quite win this now. I think the morale is too low. And at this point, if we are sensible about it, we should have the day. They're now sending in very tired bowmen to charge at us, and I don't think that's going to end very well for them. No, it is not. It's just this chariot, just these couple chariots who worry me at this point. But they're broken once more. They're broken once more. What is still fighting, damn it? I need them dead. My general's dead. No, thanks for his foolishness. Is he foolish? I think he's been absolutely heroic. It's sad that Steve hasn't quite made it to the end here. But these bowmen are going down at the very least. I don't quite know what killed him. Some rogue arrow from one of these chariots, I suppose. Seems like it must have been one of them who did the job. But we're going to make it. It's these chariots who just need to go down. They're my last concern. I mean, I just can't quite get them all to flee at the same time. But ostensibly, we have won it as far as I'm concerned. It's just a matter... Oh, that's actually quite a lot of Nubians. Quite a lot of Nubians, actually. Fire arrows, fire arrows, fire arrows. They're exhausted. Hopefully this will be enough to waver them. Yeah, infantry. Get yourself around. No, not into the front. That's what I didn't want. They won't get around the side properly. This is, again, the problem with the pathfinding on this. I want to get around the side. Yeah, so that... Yeah, they broke instantly. There we go, with victory! Charge them down! Just kill them all! Keep going, archers. Please stop killing our own men at this point. There's only about 2 of them left. Just charge them. Just kill what we can. Run. Run after them all. Get to the entrance. They don't know where they're going. We've got them beat at long last. Hilariously, they're trying to flee through this corner. Lads, there's a wall there. Do you not understand how walls work? At the very least, it is now a death trap for them. They've worked it out, but only because this lad's turned up over here. And despite the dead general, we've managed to just about succeed here today. God knows what's just happened. We have no one left. You've crushed the enemy, it says. Well, I've done something. Good old Captain Bagabushka. What a great name. And, well, worthy death. The archers are the true heroes here today, I think. Eastern Infantry have done a good job. It's amazing. The cavalry terrible as ever, but well done, sirs. Just about held on to Jerusalem then. They are going to take on Petra. We actually have plenty to hold that against what looks like a pretty minimal force on their part. Egypt still send the odd man around. We do have a fair amount of spies in the area, or a boat in the general. There we are, back to the old affair at Carthage. I really need some money so I can get some troops, but kind of haven't got anywhere to attack right this second, but hopefully we'll be heading in to the Julii territory very, very soon. They're actually fleeing north, which I suppose is good for that unit. And Vickers Gothy here, our troops under attack. Well, we'll see what we can do. It's a general. But yeah, a proper old general. I missed the British generals already. They were so easy to kill. Aha! Okay, as ever, we've got the advantage where they are going to sally forth a bit too separately. So you might well be able to get a really good surrounding on the Spear Warband, who, of course, are phalanxy and incredibly dangerous to us. So what we're going to do is, obviously, get our war cry on, get our general around the side over here, get our peasants to pull them into a battle they don't want, and then we'll expose their flank and charge into it. Good! Right, they're going to turn around for this guy over here, these peasants. Come on, engage with them. Turn around, they're already wavering. They're actually only shaken now. Come on, get hit by the warband. That's going to hopefully turn around that little bit more. They're broken. They are broken, and it's just a general now. If we're clever, we can actually head in and lock them out, but I don't think we're going to do that on this occasion. Looks like we're just going to wipe them all out, clean them off the floor of their old city. So, with them dead, just about... Oh, General's already here! General's already here! And that is not what I really wanted, is it? No, it's not, but we should at least have him surrounded. Get in there. We're just going to have to chunk him down best we can. Our General is... Oh, he's just a barbarian cav, isn't he? Try and pull out of there. Try if you can, because I wouldn't mind a good charge on the flank if I can manage it. Blow the Horn of Destiny. And there goes the victory. The Horn of Destiny is gone. The general is cleared out, and we didn't even need to follow him into the city. I think we'll call it a victory there, actually, thanks. I just had a ding 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 as if I've got myself an adoption here. Is that what's going on? A candidate for adoption. Oh, this is what we need to see. And he's got himself some lovely traits as well. New son of... Oh, Aaron. New son has been adopted. Anyway, we'll accept in spite of the fact that he's Aaron. Can I go over to him, please? Where's the button to go to? I don't know. Anyway, he should be over in Britain, I imagine, or over here. Something like that. Yeah, there we are. So he's not too bad, is he? Been in the wars, will break, a good defender, command talent. Immediately we got ourselves a pretty solid force there. I like it. Very, very much. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to head down to Alesia, take that out. We might send just a couple troops over to Consolidation just to make sure that we nip in there and take that as well. Londinium then is where we will gather our forces. All of these down to the docks. Yeah, we can't go any further this turn, but at the very least we're on the boats, so that won't take too long. More boats coming round the Cornish coast. Send them round there. Nothing around here. I think they know that we rule the seas. We'll probably keep these 3 boats just to block the channel crossing there. But these guys, I guess we'll start sending around the coast and eventually into the Mediterranean. We do have plenty of fleets at this point. They're expensive, but it's well worth it as the rebels. It's one of our few tech advantages is the early ships. Now, Summer Breather, what do we want to do? Head down to Alesia indeed, but I think we want to get some of these men into that army. I'd probably rather just have a big doom stack than split them up too much. So we'll see what we can do about that. Maybe we want to send you over here in the meantime. Just keeps an eye on Alesia. It's nice to have some spying eyes on the place. They haven't got an awful lot here. They've got 1 unit of swordsmen and not much else. Okay. I reckon with the 2 generals we're in a pretty good position actually. Let's just get them marching forward, and in time these guys will head across the water. We'll send, if we can spare some men, we'll send them there, but it's really not a priority for us whatsoever. We have us as a merchant. Just go over to the gold and you can live there forever. No problem of mine. Right. The Julii. They've gone over here to Ariminum. Now, this force, to be honest, makes this force a little bit of a waste. They could just sit in the city. If we have enough money, though, from sacking Eretium, we might just have enough to build another unit and get this defended, because we don't have a bad set of units here, especially, well, some Silesians, not particularly useful, but we'll see about that. Okay, well, bear that one in mind. We're going to head into there very, very soon. These guys haven't actually been attacked, so it turns out I could have made use of them. As for this army, we really just need to get going. They've sent the general with them. What are we going to do with them? Let's just go and take term on, shall we? I don't know. Oh, I'm just stuck between too many little things right now. Yeah, they're in the forest. I thought that's where they were hiding. Fine. These guys then, let's go and stab these guys in the back. Slit their old metaphorical throat. We'll leave some peasants over in Byzantium. Tom Zantium, of course. We'll send these over here. We have a bit of scouting ahead of time. The seas are very much safe and in our favour. So, yeah, I'm just going to grab what I can of these boats. Make sure that we're all as safe as possible. But I think the Aegean is very much under our control at this point. As for where's not in our control, it's very much in the Seleucids territory over in this part of the world. Don't really like this part of the world. We've got a few issues. Now, what actually is this army that's taken us on? Because their banner says that it's tiny. Just a few men who have decided to carry on fighting. Okay, we'll potentially get to those guys. Let's just see what these peasants can see. Nothing else in terms of reinforcements. For some reason, they still haven't taken out our skirmishers. And the people of Antioch. Well, the army of Antioch, where can you get to? We can get there at the edge of the city. So these 3 can stand there. They can put it under siege, and we'll send the rest of the army to join them. Good. Happy to see that old trick still does its job. We can get one more ram, so we might as well. We'll take Tarsus next turn with any luck. If they're just going to let us hang around, I will happily do that. The main thing this turn, of course, is Eretium. So in we go. This, of course, is crucial. They have themselves 1 unit of Velites, a couple of Starty, some War Dogs, and a couple of Generals. That is plenty to kill us, as we know from the last city we took on for them. But we can certainly do it. We've got the hoplites to take on the Generals, if indeed they want to vaguely learn how to hoplite on this particular remaster. But we will see about that. Let's head in. Let's take them out. Just peppering these to start with a few piles of peltasts then, just to cause a little bit of damage. I'm going to pull these lads back actually at this point, because I'd rather they waste their ammo on the peasants as much as possible. And we'll get into these guys momentarily. So, Yeah, just waste them on the peasants. We'll go on to loose as well. That's fine by me. Bit more loose like that. That's what we want. Right. And then we'll get ourselves into this position. Yeah. Javelins ahoy, please, lads. Javelins ahoy. Not a particularly subtle approach, but we're just going to throw the javelin straight into the face of this starty over here. Hopefully that'll be a couple of them gone, although it does seem like literally only a couple, which isn't particularly ideal, actually. No. Okay, probably we're just wasting our ammo at this point, aren't we? Okay, yeah, we'll give them a few more pokes just to make sure the first unit as we break into the city are a little bit weak, but not particularly enamoured with that there. No, not particularly looking good. Bit of a war cry, and we're going to head in now with some of our warband, hopefully cause them a bit of trouble, but yeah, I might well find that we struggle here. Throw in your javelins as much as you can, lads. That would be ideal. They're sending some dogs in to come and take us out. Let's grab our hoplites. Lovely hoplitey, lads. That would be marvellous. Get yourselves over here. That would be grand. So, dogs are a little bit annoying. Oh, they're broken. Brilliant. Oh dear, look, we can't even get through one unit at the gate here. We killed about 4 of them by the looks of it. Okay, man, let's just pull yourself back. Apparently you're completely useless. And the dogs are now attacking us, which is just perfect. We are getting the hoplites forward just to take care of the dogs. I think the hoplites should be able to poke them without too many problems, you would hope anyway. So that will, with any luck, be them gone. The general is wandering over here. Is he going to come out? He probably won't, but wouldn't surprise me if he ends up joining in the party, because we are not doing very well. It turns out the peasants are the true heroes of the day. They cleared out their war dogs. Yeah, although the war dogs have mainly been killed by the hoplites, of course, who are now... Oh, dear. Peasants! No! Don't do it. Get back out here. Okay, if they want to chase them out and run into phalanxes, that's probably pretty good, actually. So, can we just get all of our missiles? I really don't like how the music keeps going when it's paused. It's just wrong as far as I'm concerned. Okay, you get yourselves over here. Javelins back on, please. Nothing's going to quite wander into range, sadly. A few javelins seems to push them slightly away from the gate. Our hoplites are now going to waltz on in. And by waltz, I mean very slowly march. So we'll have to try and cover our backs as quickly as possible here. These Astarte are coming in. Right, Illyrians, just get yourself over here pronto. And we'll javelin them to death if we have the opportunity to do so. You guys get yourself off hoplite mode and just run. Just run. Please just get yourselves in there. You guys throw into those chaps. That'll be absolutely marvellous. Now, where are these guys going? Are they coming back to us? I don't think they are. But just to be sure, let's get our hoplites as much as possible into that direction. Okay, hoplites, 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 hoplites. Can you just these? Oh, they're all a mess. Get your hoplites on, damn it, and just start poking. This is not ideal. We really want to be taking on the general, not just some random Astarte. Come on, do something useful. Okay, we're really struggling. Can you just organise yourselves, please? It's not complicated. Very quickly, get yourself into position. Right there. Are you now running away? Why are you running away? Throwing at the general. Do something useful, please. Now they're broken. They're inside the city and they're just going to instantly rout, which is not helpful. Just kill them. They're general units. You're hoplites. That's the whole point of you. Well, we're going to get some javelins into the rear, but we're basically losing all of our hoplites at once here, which is not what we want to see at all. Okay, at this point we managed to pull the general out of the city, which maybe works in our favour, because we can just swarm him now, and there might be a little bit in a weird position. So you throw some javelins into the flank, you get around the side. We have lost almost everything, haven't we? Apparently the game still fancies us. Not sure how, but apparently it does. The general here is about to get surrounded. There comes the surround by my units. We just need to hack him down at this point. Honestly, just all of you get on top. His hit points are gone. He's routing. Come on, hack, 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 hack. He's actually fighting to the death officially, but that at the very least is him down. Okay, do we have any hoplites left? No, they're all completely annihilated. It's not good. At this point, I'm just hoping the general going will break these lads when they're not on the plaza. But basically, all units get in on this Hastati at this point. Just charge on in, take them out. At the moment, they are shaking, but no one's really moving. There we go. Get on top of them. Just do whatever you desperately can. They're broken as well. Ride them down, my general. Ride them down. Here we are at the Triumphal Arch then, and it's time to take on the Velites. Now, these guys could cause a little bit of damage, but I'm hoping that most of them just hit the Peltas at the front here. Now, probably we're best off just holding back a couple units here. Just, yeah, you guys just prevent the old throw, just in case we need it for the end of this here battle. You guys start running in. Guys, just clear them out. We've still got a general and one unit, well, half a unit of Hastati left to kill. We're going to have very little left once we've taken this town, but I guess that was always kind of likely. Hilariously, the general is now running into peasants who hopefully are going to actually clear him out. But at the very least, we do have these chaps in the rear to help us. And it's just a big pile now. Right, at this point, can we just get all units into this Hastati? Whatever you've got, to be honest. I reckon we can break them at this time. They're broken, and that leaves pretty much no one left. Okay, we're now running towards the plaza. It's a big chaotic mess, but hey ho, we're gonna just about do it. Oh dear, this is just taking a little bit too long, isn't it? But well, we've almost got it complete. Just pulled it back outside the plaza because a couple units are routing, and I really didn't want this to suddenly go incredibly wrong right at the death. So we'll try and pull them back off the plaza because we are so useless at fighting. We kind of need it. So there we are. You guys just charge in. You finish them off yourselves. I'm sure you can manage it. Well done, sir. What else is left? Just that last bloke over there. Get on top of them. And there we are. The Illyrians have done it. We lost a lot, but we've taken the Julii territory. Whew. Well, that army has really got itself chunked down at this point, but Eretium is ours, and gain that money. We're a minus 500 now. Oh, we're so close to making a bit of money. If we just have a tiny bucket of money, it will be so vital for us. If we just have enough to retrain a few units, it'll make a huge difference. Of course, we still have Carthage to do if they're starting to send more and more troops, and ideally we would have been sending these units out by now. On that note, though, this is sadly it's just a lost crusade. But one thing we can try: there's always the chance we can take out the faction leader with the charge. I mean, we can be like the first man to die. We can't beat the entire unit, but we can potentially, if we get incredibly lucky, aim our charge right at the general and take him out. So we'll see if we can manage that. Let's go. So, of course, it's just the general over there that we need to take out. David here going to take on Goliath, but he's missed. He's absolutely missed. Let's just go. Let's just go. The peasants are here, kind of moral support as much as anything else. Technically, we're going to have to do it this way and attack. Right, smother around the general, hopefully take him out. That is basically the plan here. And how long is he going to hold on? Probably not that long, but if we can just hack down the general, he's right at the front. This is the best we can do. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's happening, is it? We're down to 12 already. He's not even really getting attacked. There he goes. That was us. Sadly, it's not going to fly. Let's just see if the peasants can do the job. Mr. Javelin, no, he's given up as well. How deeply sad. The game is desperate to give me defeat here. Of course, this is my final turn. Yeah, well, I guess no one even can make it up to the general anymore. We've definitely lost this, but effectively, we have, of course, given up our city, which is very sad indeed. Of course, if this were the AI, they would just continuously re-attack. I'm pretty certain I'm not allowed to do that. So, alas, that is the end of Tingy. But I guess we've caused them problems for a little while, and that was the main thing. Yep, we're not allowed. Darn game. Not a lot we could have done with that previous battle there, but we're going to go and clear out Petra because there's only really a general and a couple other men in the battle here. So amazingly they held out for that long, but yeah, we're just going to head in, hopefully clear out this general here. We're probably we're only steady and shaken despite the fact that we've got So many more men. General hasn't even reacted to the fact that we're poking him. There we go. Yeah, at this point, we could easily lose because of morale stuff with a general, but I fancy we should be absolutely fine. They've got a few routing units around them. They are chariots after all, so we should be able to poke them down once we're stuck in this kind of melee-style combat. Come on, speed it up. There are chariots coming in here, there, and everywhere. The general is that the general back there? It looks like that's him over there. Please can we catch him? There he goes. That's all that matters to me. And with that, no one is going to get away. Now, I'm glad I got myself a few units this town. Proved useful in the end. For some reason, they've allowed the 8 men here to get away. I don't quite know why the game hasn't just ended the army's existence, but even these skirmishers, these peasants, could take them out at this point. It's kind of amusing. Okay, we seem to have blunted the Egyptian attack for now. We're taking on Tarsus. There's a few units in there, so hopefully we don't lose too much, but I think the sheer amount of archers should be able to do the job for us. A bit worried about all the Seleucid cities around here, but we will see about all of that in the coming moments. Now, oh yeah, our boat got attacked by the Armenians, although we did win, but now they're right next to where we want to be, so now we can't get on the boat and we can't do anything ourselves. I doubt it's going to be enough to go and take over Carthage and all of that, so we'll probably just have to leave it for the time being. However, our units from Byzantium are swinging over to Thessalonica. We have our army over here in Greece moving towards Larissa. I reckon, yeah, with a lack of infantry, we can probably hedgehog and cheese our way to victory. That's, yeah, classic old 80s dish, really. The old cheese and pineapple hedgehogs. That's what we'll have to do. Marvellous. And as for all of this, well, God knows how we're going to progress from this point. We need to go and take out Flavius Julius, but how we can do that at the same time as defend this, I'm not sure. But Flavius Julius is out of the city, so we could grab him for ourselves if we can make it over there. Right, okay, how much do we have? We can get there, actually. Oh, that is too tempting. Do we have any city we can grab this turn? We just took Vickers Gothy, didn't we? So there's nothing doing over there. There's one unit of peasants over here. Sadly, that's not an empty city. Be lovely if it was, but sadly not. No, we've got no option right this very turn, which is a shame, suffice to say. One final thing before we end the turn then is to take care of Carthage. And if our money is going to go up, and it should be about plus 6,000 or so at this point, hopefully we can then start getting some troops out of here. But we do need to take out Hasdrubal and his 18 elephants. Easier said than done, but let's give it a go. As you might expect, we need to be incredibly careful with this battle here, and as much as possible I'd like to get the towers involved. So we're just going to have a little bit of a drive-by, ride-by shooting here. We've got infantry over there just in case. If they're going to start turning their backs, I'd very much like to start getting my missiles in. Thank you very much. Right, a few javelins starting to come in. We'll start to weaken them up just a little bit. You lads, you need to get yourselves over here. We can pull them towards these towers. That's what we want to do. Over there, over there. Right, over towards this tower. Loop them back around. It's going to be a terrible game of cat and mouse for a little while, isn't it? We're going to use all our javelins before we do anything to these elephants, though, annoyingly. An early rout would be absolutely lovely. Any of you? Nope. Yeah! They're running amok! Straight through the general! Oh, yes, that's exactly what we want! They've killed other elephants as well. That is absolutely glorious. There's 7 of them. We hit... Oh, we got the strong unit to run amok. Come on, this way, this way, this way. There's the general! Please. Oh, he's done some good work already, but that was a marvellous, marvellous start. Okay, with them running amok, at least they can't come back at this point. They can still hurt us, but more importantly, they can hurt them. Let's get these guys dealt with as well then. Might at least get these guys moving into them if I'm lucky. A few more javelins remain. Lovely stuff. A few more javelins coming into the rear here. These guys are so close. They're running amok as well. Yes, that general is not happy about this. He's going to get smashed by those elephants as well. And yeah, he's coming in now. And we can take him out with the towers if we can just pull him towards the infantrymen. Now, hoplites, as we know, are terrible against cavalry because why wouldn't they be? But we can probably do a little bit of work if we can just pull them towards the towers. At the moment, I'm just letting time pass. Hopefully, these elephants will eventually wander back over to their general. And with any luck, smash him to the ground. I don't know these elephants. Yeah, they're actually killing each other over here. It's actually a war between different tribes of elephants. How marvellous. But with any luck... Oh, he's going. He's withdrawing, isn't he? Bit of a shame. But it probably makes sense for him, doesn't it? Fine, we'll chase him off the battlefield. And that is that. Yeah, we'll end the battle there, I suppose. I don't really want to deal with any more elephants. Marvellous victory. Sadly, seeing as they've only lost a couple units here or there, I doubt they'll... well, there'll probably still some elephants left, sadly. General manages to escape then. It looks like he hasn't got the elephants, but it's hard to know for sure. My good old merchant over here, can you just check out the town? 8 elephants. Okay, sadly, some of them did manage to escape, but at the very least, they are out of my hair. Now, these chaps, they're going to put us straight back under siege. It's a terrible, terrible force. I have actually sent my army from Dimity over here up towards Cirta. It might be that I can just catch them out. We're obviously going to lose this. We've already had a little punt at that, but... yeah, we might be able to stab them in the back while they're distracted by Carthage, so we'll see how that one plays out. But I think it's pretty much time to end our turn. Sadly, Ariminum is under siege from the Brutii, which means those troops can no longer reinforce, but hopefully they can hold out. Oh, they're heading straight in. That's not what the plan was. I guess we left the walls damaged, didn't we? And immediately they'll run out to other gates, aren't they? That's just annoying. Fine. Back to the plaza it is, I suppose. There's just too many holes and they can't be bothered to face us into this gate. Fair enough, I suppose. I kind of missed their general turning up and flanking us here, but yeah, it turns out he was quite simply killed by our general. We didn't lose too much there, so yeah, that's okay. Right, what's actually going on at this point? Can we just tell our men to not throw in, because that would probably be ideal. Now, there are more people coming over very, very soon, so what have we got? Ourselves a load of Stati from over there and a load of men from over there, so not really sure what the best angle is for this. I'll try something, I don't know, let's just try and sit back a little. It's a little bit of an awkward affair here. Hopefully we'll be able to catch these guys out momentarily. Now I don't think they're going to stop. They're very tight actually. They've been running here. That's good. So they're already shaken. There come the Equites. You guys try and clear them off. They're going to get a few javelins into them. There we go. You guys hit them right now. They're reloading. I suspect the peasants might actually be able to do a good job, although their weird pathfinding is not going to help them, because now they're going to be off the plaza. That's not really what we want to see. Anytime you want to land on top of these guys, that would be ideal. They're now broken. Right, Velites, you out of that. My general has cleared him off once again. That is very good news indeed. We've got the war dogs taking us on over here. You throw the javelins in. Peasants, get yourself back up onto the plaza before it all goes wrong. You guys charge into the back of them. That would be beautiful. You guys onto full phalanx mode, if you will. Lovely. Now, the peasants are really slowing them down over there. It's kind of funny. The Hastati are getting a little bit murdered over there. Oh, they blocked the charge. But we have managed to break them, which is kind of amusing. So they're now dead. The dogs are eating the pirates, which is maybe not ideal, but hey-ho, seems to have done the job. You guys chase them off, actually. Might have a chance to do this. The dogs are causing us problems, but that aside, you're actually beating them surprisingly well here. The peasants have actually cleared these guys off, although, to be fair, there are Hastati there as well. So, peasants and Hastati, get yourself over here. The hoplites are going to stop about there. Thank you very much. Javelinmen, get your javelins back on, please. Get on top of them. They're routing as well. I think we've routed pretty much all of them. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think we might actually be able to do this. I mean, there's a few too many for me to rout them all at once, but we're doing a very, very good job of this. He's running away once again, and we've still not quite managed to catch him. Now we have, and with that, hopefully, they will completely fall apart. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone once again. Just charge them down. What have we got left? I don't know. Is it just these guys over here? Who's not routed? These guys. Hit them. 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 Is that a full rout? They're broken. What is not broken? I need to find out what's not broken because I need them gone. If I can break this entire army, that would be spectacular. What is still fighting? There is victory! We have victory! I am absolutely staggered at how, well, not necessarily that we could win it. I thought it might win it a bit like Jerusalem, but we've absolutely slaughtered them. That's magnificent stuff. Okay, just get running after them, lads. You guys off phalanx and just keep them running. They were exhausted when they turned up. They were too busy trying to run through the other open gate. They never bothered to actually, they never bothered to actually just arrive here, chill out, have a cup of tea, and, you know, get your breath back for battle. And as a result of that, we managed to slaughter them. My units are absolutely look, they actually were winning for a second there. I don't know what unit that was. Yeah, my units were terrible at sort of chasing them down, but officially we have crushed them. Heroic 171 kills for them. If they just killed one more, maybe they would have broken us, but no, we have defeated them royally here today. Athens is under siege from the Greeks, which is a little bit irritating because I can't really handle Macedonia and Greece at the same time right now. Though we can, of course, take on this army over here. Pretty much the remnants of last time, but now with a general. Nothing too much to worry about there because I'm pretty certain we can get the Cheesy Hedgehog playing that one out in our advantage. Now, as for this, it might be easier just to land over here, actually. Yeah, that will probably have to do. So we're going to besiege them. That'll be absolutely lovely. We do have some troops outside, but I reckon that should be plenty with the Amazonian chariot women. That is probably going to be fine, right? So, I tell you what we will do. We will get U-28 over there to blockade them because money does matter on this. They will start to disband their units if they are continuously running out of money. So maybe that's a tactic I need to start putting into play. Now, we're still on minus money. I thought you'd finally be there, but no, huge amounts of negatives seem to pop up every turn just to ruin our economy. Now, you two guys over here, you can get on the boat, go over to Eretium. This looks a lot safer than it did before. He can't get in the town because he has no infantry to do so. And that buys us some time to maybe eat away at some of these units. But I suspect I just need to head straight in and finish them off, to be honest. So Eremium there is going to hold out. Carthage has now been left alone, which is good. If I can gain some money by taking Suggester, then we'll not only take up the Judei, but we'll have a bit of money in order to retrain a few units and get the army at Carthage back underway. As for the Dimity army, well, they're not going to win against the full army of Javelin, as this guy is over here, but we might as well wander into the mountains, see if any opportunities come our way. As for this force over here, though, Alesia does look very tempting indeed, doesn't it? There's a Gallic force over there, but it's not going to be enough to stop us, so I'm just going to, put under siege. Put Alesia under siege. And we've got some reinforcements over here, so they can come and help if they so wish. So you guys just hang out in that part of the world. They've got some reinforcements in Condate Redonum. Let's not worry about that then for the time being. We do, of course, though, have this lad here. So I tell you what, we will grab the peasants to head into the town just to make sure someone's in there. What do you want to do with these chaps? A few things we could do, I suppose. The main thing, I guess, is for them to be some general reinforcements for the army over in Alesia, so they can just head down that way. As for you ships, you can head over in that direction. We'll just leave a few of them back in the port at Londinium just to go and blockade the channel. And at this point, we might as well send you scouting ahead, clear out any boats which get in our way. Good. Things are definitely coming together then, aren't they? And talking of that, over here in Tarsus, we can head into here as well. Things are looking delicious, although there are some big Seleucid armies floating around. I, at the very least, can get some men back inside the city. I have no agents. Men back inside the city, that is good, if nothing else. And we're kind of holding on this part of the world. It's always trickier than it at first looks, I find. But hey, hi, right. Let's head in, Suggester. Let's finish it off for today by clearing out the Julii, and hopefully we can take out this faction leader. We should have enough firepower to do it. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but I reckon we'll be okay. I have noticed that the javelins are incredibly terrible at hitting moving targets. If they're just jogging along the front here, they are desperate for them to stand still so they can actually hit them. It is actually another... It's just ridiculous. It's another case of the fact that this worked a lot better in the original, and I have no idea why this particular mechanic is so apparently awkward to do. Again, you perfectly well can get them in range from there, lads. You have long range on your javelins. There we go, you see, I told you can do it. Just in some peasants here with the Illyrian mercenaries, the ones who've already used up all the javelins. Yeah, just to finish those guys off. The general isn't interested, and if he was, I wouldn't really mind because these guys are as spent as any of my forces at this point. So that's one unit down. I think he had one other on the plaza. And yeah, the general will hopefully come in at a later point, allow us to get ourselves set up first. Looks like the skirmishers have done their job. We're pulling in the general at this point. Yeah, they're doing some very strange pathfinding, but indeed they are now coming this way. So run away, my good sirs, run away. And are they going to come in? They've just about figured out how this all works, have they? All right, get the charge in. Get the charge in. There we are, on top of them. And you guys do the same. Try your best to get around the back. Try and get around the back. General, charge in. Just start pushing. Get yourself, blow yourself the Horn of Destiny, please. Horn of Destiny! And just probably actually pull yourself back here because we don't actually need you to die. We just need you to blow the horn. There he is, he's dead! We've killed the faction leader and we've not quite closed the trap as much as I would have liked, but we have managed to largely defeat the general there. That is marvellous. Okay, we can try this again. Get yourself back in position, lads. They are indeed coming back for a second go straight away. We're going to lose a few men to this charge. Oh, that was painful for those Illyrians, and they've done a lot of the hard work here today. That's why they're now being used as secondary infantry. But, oh, yeah, these guys can hold back on their javelins at this point because we've essentially done our work. Right, get yourselves into position on the side of the plaza. Don't run on the plaza. You have one job, and that's to stay out of the way so we can throw javelins into them. Get yourself into position properly. Why are they all so useless? Okay, right. We're now going to get stuck in this battle long before we want it. You guys, you need to war cry and then charge in. That's the entire point of this. Oh, for Pete's sake. We're going to lose way more than we need to because, once again, they don't know how to do the job they're supposed to do. So, anyway, these guys, you can charge in. We're going to get those javelins in as many as possible. You start throwing your javelins. Get the naked fanatics in here as well. General, just generally come up and do some generaling. That will be perfectly fine. Okay, the last 20 Julii are going down, chopped slowly by our men. The javelins at this point are probably surplus to requirements. We just need to finish off. The last man, not all heroes wear capes, but this damn hero is the last Julii man who will ever fight. And no, he's going to go down. Kneed in the face by a horse. Thank you for that. This day is clearly our victory, and that was nowhere near as difficult as I thought it could have been. Oh yes, Captain Pigres. The moment of truth. Is that really their last city? And if it is, we gain this general. Come on. Oh, Romanus and its Domus indeed. And with that, the Julii are down too. That's 2 episodes in a row where we've taken out a faction. And we've gained ourselves Vibius Julius as well. And he is pretty darn solid. I will very much take that. That is marvellous. Okay, right, well, things have certainly started looking up for us, haven't they? We're going to leave those peasants behind in Segesta, but otherwise we are happy to move on. I'm going to burn down the barracks. Actually, this is Greek now, isn't it? So we'll probably keep that for the time being. We are slightly in the positive. We have money, ladies and gentlemen. We have some money. Oh, how glorious. Let's just retrain whatever we can. Is there anywhere else we can get money? Probably there is, you know. I think we have Tarsus to take on. Bit of a heavy battle, but we can do it. Okay, we will leave it for now, ladies and gents. We have taken over the Julii territory. The Brutii will soon be over here and causing us lots of problems, I'm sure. But for the time being, yeah, there they are. For the time being, we've managed to hold out in northern Italy and finish the Julii. Whether that means the Scipioni and the Brutii are going to turn up, or maybe the Senate themselves, I don't know. But that is a big victory for us. Carthage is now also empty. When we have the money, we have the extra boats turning up. Yes, indeed, we'll very soon be able to start moving ever closer to finishing off Italy. Maybe we need to go and poke the put the Britiais in the rear. That might just keep them distracted. I'm not sure. Certainly, yeah, Carthage and the Greeks should be keeping the likes of Messana under siege. I haven't really seen the Scipii very much, so I'm guessing they're not doing too well. But the Britii have, well, pretty much taken all the territory I've gifted them, to be honest. But we will take that back in time. For now, though, we will celebrate our victory. Alesia is under siege. Over in the east, we have Tarsus under siege. I keep forgetting to do my job over here with the Pontics, but we'll get there one day. Thessalonica under siege, and soon Larissa as well. We do have a spy. We might just, 24% chance, might be able to walk in. Might be suicidal to do that. We will see. But for now, I will leave you. This is Teetering on the Brink of Greatness, ladies and gentlemen. I will leave you on Thomas. This is Tenacious the Human, and this has been our Rome Remastered Rebels campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. Let us have a moment for Domino then, a giant of a commander who, frankly, I completely let down. Here! Yes! That was so good! We'll shoot them as they land. Ow! No, we're fine! Everything is fine! Panic over! It's only a horde of Vikings, it's not actually a problem.